Okay, I understand, ma'am, Yusek, that you have a statement. Meron po kayong statement na sasabihin. You are now recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before I start, I just want to say that this is a very difficult thing to do, and I apologize to my children who didn't like me to join this session, and also my colleagues who are my friends, but I have to read my statement. My name is Gloria Humamil Mercado, and I have dedicated over 40 years to public service in the government of the Philippines. In my last year with government, I served as the Undersecretary for Human Resource and Organizational Development of the Department of Education. I was appointed as DepEd Undersecretary by President Marcos, as recommended by Vice President Sara Semerman Duterte in 2022, and I assumed office in August of 2022 in February 2022. In February 2023, I was designated as the head of the procuring entity of DepEd. As one of the signatories of DepEd's checking account, alongside Undersecretary for Finance, Annalyn Sevilla, I signed checks related to all funds, and recall that some of the checks that I signed amounted to 37,500,000 pesos. Between February 2023 to September 2023, I received a total of 9 envelopes labeled Hope. My
yan 9 envelopes.
current position in DepEd during that time. These envelopes were handed to me mostly by Assistant Secretary Sunshine Fajarda, which she says came directly from Vice President Duterte. What she would typically say as she hands the envelope. It would appear that I received this envelope by virtue of my office as Hope. Attorney Fajarda is the wife of Edward Fajarda, who is the Special Disbursement Officer. Although the exact date evades recollection, sometimes during the course of my tenure with DepEd, a member of my staff informed me that an inquiry was made by one of our officers in the field that
9 envelopes po
Mr. Fajarda had made inquiries about the bank accounts of several individuals, and if divulging such information to him was permitted.
Yan. Masingit lang muna natin. Sinasabi nyo na kami bayaran. Okay. Ngayon dito, malinaw po ito, isa po itong ebidensya na itong si Sara Duterte nanunuhol. At siya yung sinuhulan. Siya po yung umamin. Diba? May pag-amin po dito, mga pre. Oh. Yung bribery na yan, ano yan impeachable yan. Diba? Pera ng taong bayan, susuhol mo lang. Sa tingin nyo, tama ba yan o may tama na? Ay, bago natin tuloy-tuloy itong panoorin, mga pre, huwag kalimutang mag-like, share, subscribe para naman po ay maging updated po kayo sa mga uploads natin. Ayan. At may TikTok, Facebook din po tayo. Tuloy po natin. Mukhang sarap pakinggan
confirmed that it was upon the instruction of the Office of the Secretary. Evidently, it would appear that regional directors and other employees on the field would also receive sums on top of their regular salaries. Sometimes in October 2023, as the likelihood of a bidding failure for DepEd computerization have become apparent, I was approached by Attorney Monsayak, and he suggested in the presence of other officials who was with me that the bidders should just discuss among themselves. Mag-usap-usap na lang para hindi masayang yung pera ng 2023. I firmly asserted that the procurement must be implemented and conducted in strict adherence with the rules. Sometimes on the 3rd or 4th week of October, I was summoned by Zulaika Lopez, the Chief of Staff of the Vice President and Undersecretary of the OVP. I was informed that I should tender my resignation effective that day. I refused to resign, and I insisted on departing from service through voluntary retirement. The timing of my meeting with Ms. Zulaika struck me as more than coincidental. It gave me the impression that my candid responses was the real reason behind the push to relieve me of my office. It was as if I had become an unwelcome obstacle, despite simply doing my job as Hope and Undersecretary of Human Resource of DepEd. Prior to my meeting with Ms. Zulaika, there were other undersecretaries and assistant secretaries who were summoned also, and were also summoned, all of the same purpose of informing them that they should tender their resignation effective on the same day. I signed my affidavit.
Does the endorser confirm that this is one of the video?
Yes, Madam Chair.
All right. Are there any other videos? Because I understand that there are 3 DepEd officials. This is Mercado.
Catalan and Osias.
Do we have videos of Catalan and Osayas?
Yes. Is there? There. Not at the moment.
It will be played.
Yes.
Work today is broken. Every day, people juggle so
Nangyari. Ha? Rinig po ba tayo? Parang nag-ano na yung video natin na nangyari. Okay. So, yung ating video, sinabotahe ng mga DDS, Oo, sinabotahe po ng mga DDS yung ating video, Nangyari.
So many different tools.
Ayan.
Just
Aside from your allowance, from your regular budget, nakakatanggap po ba kayo ng envelope just like Yusek Mercado and Director Osias from ASEC Paharda?
Yes, sir.
Magkakano?
Isa pa to, meron din po ito, Dalawa po yan sila yung umamin na sila po ay nakakatanggap ng sobre na may nilalamang libo-libong 25K yata yun. Bawat sobre. So malaking pera po yun, ano? Oo, binibigay lang po sa kanila, binabayad, no? And then sasabihin nyo ngayon na ang mga PBBM vloggers gumagawa ng fake news at nababayaran para lang mag-fake news. Wala pong ganun. Oo. Ito, anong reaction nyo dito mga DDEBs? Diba? Ito ay malaking sampal sa inyong leader na sasabihin nyo, sa 2028, siya na yung presidente namin. Magbabago daw po ang Pilipinas pag si Sara Duterte yung maging presidente. Saan banda? Saan banda? Ngayon pa nga lang, yung baho nitong si Sara Duterte, naglalabasa na yung mga panunuhol, yung mga di umano'y nakawan sa kaban ng bayan, di ba? Lumalabas na. Kung titingnan pa nga lang po natin, si Nicholas Kaufman, di umano 150 million per month yung binabayad dyan. Saan po nila kinukuha? Sabi ng mga Duterte, pulubi lang daw po sila. And then, ang banat naman ng mga Duterte dyan, hindi po nila masagot yung tanong natin na bakit itong si Sara Duterte nakakapagbayad ng ganung halaga. Hindi po nila masagot. Hindi po nila masagot yon. Ngayon, ang banat po nila, bakit ngayon yung mga witness ko sa ICC, sa pangapatayan noon, bakit nakakapunta ng Hague? Mahirap lang naman sila sa Pilipinas. Alam niyo po, ako kung sa kamag-anak ko lang nangyari yan at kapamilya ko, lahat po ng paraan gagawin ko, makapunta lang ng Hague. Para lang maging witness doon. Diba? So, hindi nyo na pwedeng questionin yung mga witness na yan kung saan nila kinukuha yung pera, pambili ng damit. Wala na kayong karapatang questionin yan. Kasi diskarte na nila yon, diba? Hindi ba porket mahirap ka, isang kahigisan tuka ka lang, hindi mo na kayang gawa ng paraan yan? Yang maging witness ka doon pagpunta mo sa Hague? Siyempre, gagawa na mo ng paraan yan, lalo na't gusto mo na makakuha ng hustisya itong mga pinagpapatay ng mga Duterte noon. Diba? Magbabago nga, magiging China. Totoo yan, pag binoto nyo si Sara Duterte sa 2028, magbabago po yung Pilipinas. Sabi ni Bernadette, magiging China na tayo. Kaya hindi nyo pwedeng questionin, no? Yung kakayahan ng mga witness na yan. Wala kayong pake. Diba? Kung nakabili man silang damit, bakit nyo pa questionin tapos lalaitin nyo pa? O sasabihin nyo pa, isang kahigisan tuka lang naman yan, pukin ang ina nyo. Diba? May malalait pa kayo, mga bobo. Kung kayo po yung tatanungin ko, hindi naman to public official tong mga to para questionin nyo. Diba? Kung sinasabi mong bayaran sila, patunayan yung bayad sila, maglabas kayo ng resibo bago nyo sila atakihin. Pero wala naman kayong resibo Hindi naman public official yan para ipahiya nyo sa social media. Diba? Pero kung makakita kayo ng resibo na sila nga tumatanggap ng pera para lang mag-witness doon, maging faking witness, ay banatan nyo, walang problema yan. Pero wala naman kayong resibo Asan? Yung resibo nyo? Wala, di ba? Oh. Walang resibo. Tapos ngayon, mamamahiya kayo ng tao. Sabihin nyo, bayad. Eh, asan? Patunayan nyo. Wala, di ba? Hindi nyo kasi pwedeng sabihin, mahirap lang yan eh. Imposibleng makapunta yan sa Hague. Isang kahig, isang tuka lang yan. Pwede bang ganon? Pwede bang ganon? Pwede ko rin sabihin sa'yo, supot naman yung tatay mo eh. Buti na buntis yung nanay mo at ikaw yung pinanganak. Kaya bobo ka ngayon. Pwede ba yun? Tanginan nyo mga bobo kayo. Kaya wala kayong karapatan na lait-laitin yung mga taong yan. So, kayo mga pre, anong reaction nyo dito? Ayan, comment down below para naman po mabasa po natin yung inyong kanya-kanyang reaction, kanya-kanyang komento. Ayan Siyempre, like, share, subscribe po sa ating live ngayon mga pre. At sa magti-team replay pa po ng ating video, ayan sa magre-replay po ng ating video, naku maraming salamat po. At abangan nyo po mamaya, marami po tayong uploads dito sa ating YouTube channel. Ayan, so maraming salamat po. Abangan nyo po yung mga live natin araw-araw mga pre. At yun na nga, magkita-kita tayo sa susunod na video. Huwag kalimutan mag-like, share, subscribe mga pre. At papakita ko lang po sa inyo, no, bago po tayo tapos, no, ay gusto kong puntahan nyo po ito. Meron po tayong bagong Facebook mga pre na Ballpoint Man 3.0. Ayan so pakita ko lang po. Ito po yung ating Facebook. Mali, 2.0 ito eh. 3.0. 3.0. Okay. Ito po. Ito po yung ating bagong Facebook Sa hindi pa po naka-follow sa ating Facebook, nakupuntahan nyo na po ngayon at ibababa ko po yung link. Ito po yung link ng ating Facebook na Facebook page. So ayan po no. Pwede nyo na pong puntahan bago po tayo tapos. Ballpoint Man 3.0. Bago pa po ito eh. Bagong bagong page, no? So, bukod sa 2.0, may 3.0 po tayo mga pre. So, yun po yung link, binababa ko po. Ayan sa hindi pa po naka-follow, magkita-kita po tayo dyan. At dyan po tayo ng bababoy ng mga kurimaw. Siyempre, basta kurimaw, tirahin na natin. Diba? So, yun. Maraming salamat po sa pagsama ninyo sa ating live ngayon. Kita-kits po tayo sa susunod na video. Magandang araw po sa lahat.